Hello, my name's Jan Blackpool and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator. Today I thought I'd show you how I created these cards. This one is in fresh freesia and this one is in polished pink, using alcohol, blender pens, and using the stamp set, colour and contour with the coordinating dies, colour and contour dies. We're going to use the basic border dies, but we only actually need this one die out of it. And I've taken the Happy Birthday from the Timeless Tulips. So let's get started. Put them to one side. So first of all, you're going to get a piece of acetate. And the blends I'm going to be using today, because I'm going to be using pale papaya today as my card base, I'm going to be using dark pale papaya, light polished pink, light soft succulent, and dark fresh freesia. So it's all you want to do is literally, using the brush tip, scribble on your paper wherever you see fit. Doesn't look like anything now, which it will do. Which one haven't I used? This one. I love this pink. And once you've got the whole paper filled up, now my acetate sheet is literally just an A4 sheet of acetate card that's Stampin' Up sale, and I've cut it into 4. It's too big for the card at the moment, but we'll cut it down. So once you've done that, we're going to use some alcohol. I'll put it on top of a kitchen roll. Now for alcohol, what blends out the way? I've got 99.9% pure alcohol. 70% won't work. You can get 91%, but I couldn't source it, so I've got 99.9. And as all I've done is I've put it in a tiny little pot, like so. You can use various items. I've got a dropper here that I managed to locate within my craft room. I've got an old aqua painter. You could use the new water painters, but the best tool that I've found so far is a toothbrush. And that's all I'm going to do is dip my toothbrush in and then just sprinkle on, and you'll see the magic. It will give you a sort of mottle effect, depending on if you've chosen darker or lighter colours. You can just, quite addictive actually. So you would just fill up your whole sheet like that, and then once that's dry, now there I've got a big blob that's obviously still wet, but it's got nothing on it. Very easy to do. It's all you do is you go back over it with the blends again and then go back in with your alcohol again. But when you turn it over, you can see the mottled effect I've got. Now you want it on the other side to do your gold effect, which is where the gold leaf comes in. Now I don't know if you've seen this, but this is in our catalogue as well. And I've put some of it in a container. You can't sneeze, cough, do anything when this is opened. Now you can use this with a fine tip glue pen, which works, or I've got a quickie glue pen that I found in my stash. And as all you do is you can just draw lines wherever you want. Pour on a bit. This is an old shaver's brush I used to use for blending before blender brushes came out. You just literally blend it in. To give it a shine, so all you need to do is use a dauber and give it a quick buff up. And then as if by magic, I've got one that's already done. I don't know if you can see that, but when you're buffering it up, be careful, because it's still quite delicate, and I've managed to get a tear, but I'm going to cover up that tear. I wanted you to see my mistake so you can see how to rectify it, but that's how it turns out. So then what we need is 3 stamps. Now the stamps, I'll give you a quick tip with the stamps. How they are on the box is how you're going to stamp them. Now the easiest way I can describe it is the 2 that are 2 together. It's like a love heart to me. To me that looks like a mini love heart. So that's my top, I would call that. And I've marked it with a Sharpie. So that's my top. Same with the other one. The double one is my top. So I've marked with a Sharpie again, though I know those 2 are my tops. Because I'm making a pale papaya card, I'm going to use a pale papaya ink. I've got pale papaya, so that's my top. Pale papaya over the top, and the 2 tops will marry up. That's my top again. And then I've even managed to find the top of my die and marked it again. So that's my top, and look, it matches up perfectly. So what you're looking for is this big long stem, which will marry down there. You've got a straight piece, which is the straight piece over here, and then it all just slots into place. So you want 3 flowers, which I've already cut out. One, 2, 3. This was 1.5 inches of pale papaya cardstock by, I think it was 5.5. And I've ran down it with the border dies, which is going to be the bit that actually covers up my mistake, and you'll never know that tear was there. So we'll pop this bit on with some liquid glue. Just slides in there. Like that. I've got a pale papaya card base that I've cut in half, scored down the middle. I can score. Thought I'd back it onto some white, because white really brings it to life and makes it pop. Pop that on. go. And to pop this on, I'm going to use some sealant, Stampin' Seal, which you won't actually see. And sometimes if you've used a lot of alcohol and you've had to dry it with your heat gun, it will curl up. So make sure you actually get all the edges. And this is just going to sit on here like that, she says. I can get it straight. Up. We'll pop her flowers on, give them a bit of dimension. Pop her flowers on with some dimensionals. I've forgotten to colour that one in. Just with a light daffodil pen, light daffodil blender, just colouring in the insides. So I'm going to pop that one there. Pop this one there. Pop this one down there. Then I've got Happy Birthday. That's all I've done, is I've embossed it in gold. I'll cut one of them out. In the pale papaya again. I'm going to pop that on the dimensional. But before I do that, I'm going to get some gold trim. Put a Stampin' Seal on the back for the gold trim to stick on. Wrap this round, say 1, 2, 3. This is the Simply Elegant trim. It actually comes in gold and silver, but I've used quite a lot of gold up making these. And then we can just spray it out. And that worked well, didn't it? Let's try that again, shall we? Tuck my ends in because I don't like my ends out. Tuck my ends in. There we go. Put the dimensionals on the top. And we'll pop that in there. For the inside, we just need to stamp. Have a pretty inside. So we'll stamp the same flower on the inside. Give it a bit of an infill. Matheson. And you could pop in another happy birthday if you want. That's just somewhere for you to write in. And that's your Pale Papaya card. Using the colour and contour set. Some alcohol. There's your fresh freesia. And there's your polished pink. Hope you've enjoyed that. And I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.